Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The game's first play produces 6. Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But right away, they'll change the look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, What's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now Hurts going to move him around. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one too low.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and 14.
And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in charge. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
63.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They go play action with Hurts. buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Second down and 6 now. Hurts. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A.J. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. In motion right is Brown. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking deep here for Flowers. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 47 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Coleman has it here right side. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
73! 73!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Albert O, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Ojabo. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Coleman, the man in motion left. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Achane on first and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
63, bang! Bang!
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
73, alpha.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Cam Smith taking him down on the corner blitz.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 45, Dolphins 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught by Coleman. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
No, touchdown.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7, and he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's second and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Getting into the playoffs is one thing now that